the fat-burning soup diet, and if it was back in July when I decided to try out the fat-burning soup diet. If you look at me, you'd think I didn't need to go diet, but I believe if you don't like something about yourself, you change it. Simple as that. I never thought I would ever restrict my eating habits simply because my goal was to always try to gain weight. Suddenly, I found myself in a position where I didn't like the way I felt about myself. Clothes can shape, line and hide. Oh yes, they can hide muffin top. Visualize your waistline as a muffin top. See how it comes over the muffin paper cup. I didn't have a big muffin top, but enough to say, hey, I don't like this here. The diet is based on the fat-burning soup. It's made from beef broth, tomatoes, green onions, dry vegetable soup mix, green peppers, carrots, celery and green beans. You can eat this soup anytime you are hungry. It's based on 7 days, and on each day, one is required to consume a particular food/s for that day, including the soup. Day 1 consists of fruits, except for bananas and the soup. Day 2 would be all veggies and soup, no fruit. Day 3, all veggies and fruit and soup. Day 4, bananas and skim milk and soup. Day 5, beef and tomatoes and soup. Day 6, steak and veggies and soup. Day 7, your last day, in sweetened fruit juice, brown rice, veggies and soup. Skim milk, water, black coffee, tea, unsweetened fruit juice and cranberry juice are unlimited beverages. I love soup, so this soup wasn't all that bad. I added hot sauce to give it more flavoring and extra kick. I did get tired of eating the soup day in day out, but I stuck to it because I didn't like the extra weight around my middle. By the end of the 7th day, and if one didn't cheat, one could lose 10 to 15 pounds. Although I didn't drop any pounds over the 7-day period, I did notice the clothes that I couldn't get into a week ago now fit without stress on the seams. Yes, I didn't lose weight. Instead, all the fresh fruits and raw veggies I consumed burned the fat into muscle. Muscle is heavier, more dense and takes up less room than fat, which is why I didn't lose weight and my clothes fit. A week or so after the diet, I started to drop pounds. I lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks. For me, the diet was a stepping stone. I didn't use it to get instant results. I used it as a guide to help me eat healthier and to really look at what I was eating. Many will say, a person will gain back all the weight they lost and probably more. It's not necessarily true. If you start eating unhealthy or not portioning your food, sit around and do nothing, then of course, you will add pounds. Anyone would. You have control of what you eat and how much you eat. That goes with any diet you choose to go on. Is the fat-burning soup diet, and if it was back in July when I decided to try out the fat-burning soup diet. If you look at me, you'd think I didn't need to go diet. But I believe if you don't like something about yourself, you change it. Simple as that. I never thought I would ever restrict my eating habits simply because my goal was to always try to gain weight. Suddenly, I found myself in a position where I didn't like the way I felt about myself.